We caught 0 fish. Stuck on a sandbar for 6 hours until the tide comes back in. Finally! Talking to and consulting a guy at the bar. We're gonna go catch a shark tonight. The bilge boat's not working, and there's quite a bit of water in the boat. I caught a lobster. I think it's time, Lindsay.
We've been over this.
Came out this morning and my battery was dead. I got him. And now I'm gonna go bail my boat with a goggle container and hope it doesn't sink overnight.
That's insane.
About 6 a.m., Lindsay and I are headed to South Florida.
Finally.
We're gonna take you guys with us. I gotta say, this is maybe the first time in my life that I actually have a boat, trailer, and truck that are all registered in my name, that I haven't lost the registration cards for yet. All have insurance and current stickers. I know, it only took me 29 years. Got the rig, the old man special chromed out truck with the wooden and caulk bedside that I didn't have time to paint, with the cap off of my Toyota Tundra on the 2014 Power Stroke with the boat. We're in North Carolina. One of Lindsay and I's traditions on our way to Florida is to stop and get barbecue. We try to find places that look maybe like this one, like this attached to a gas station. It's usually the best.
Yeah, we're excited. I don't know where we are. We'll have to report back on that afterwards.
All right. This looks like North Carolina barbecue. In a gas station. All right, this White Swan place in the gas station.
Absolutely incredible barbecue.
Good. 10 out of 10. Well, the road to our camping spot is not near as flooded as it was last year.
It's much drier this year, but it is no smoother.
Definitely off-roading, but we couldn't launch the boat in the middle of the road. Last year we were afraid the boat might float off the trailer in the middle of the road. Last year I guess they had like a ridiculous amount of rain. Ridgeland, South Carolina. Jeez, it's like a straight rhythm through here. Up and down and up and down. We're here at our camping spot in South Carolina. Truck made it. It's still shockingly clean. Lindsay survived. Truck cap did not fly off. Chairs from the crab stand. TP tent made a return. It still has petrified caterpillars. The real OGs will remember the caterpillar debacle involving this tent on the other side of this guy's yard. Boat made it. Bearings did not explode, hot grease everywhere. Tires didn't fall off. I gotta say, it's going suspiciously well. I shouldn't have said that. Last year, we had to sleep in the truck bed because it was torrentially downpouring and we didn't get a chance to set up the tent.
But the weather is perfect right now. It's like 75 degrees and the birds are singing in the trees.
Remember, what'd you say last year? You were like, it was nighttime and the like, frogs were going, you're like, listen to the birds.
Listen to the birds singing in the trees.
Here's my system for holding all my fishing rods. Eye bolts and crab pot rope across and zip tie the rod holder and then put a bungee cord so they don't, just as a safety precaution. My genius is startling. The way I see vacation is from the time we leave the house, we're on vacation. It's like a 22-hour drive to Big Pine Key. But my thought, I don't want to do the whole drive all in one day. A, I don't like driving. And B, I've done it where you drive the whole way all the way through. Yeah, you have the next day, but you don't get to really enjoy the next day. Like it's a really crappy day.
Enjoy the journey.
Yeah, exactly. My theory's always been just make the journey part of the vacation. So we drive 10 hours a day and stop and hang out and camp, and if we see something we want to stop and go look at, we do it.
If we drove all the way through, that would mean that I have to drive.
But this is nice. Look, I love camping. We don't get to camp a lot, so we get to go somewhere warm and camp, get to look at my boat.
Yeah, it's like 45 degrees at home, and here it's gorgeous and warm.
It's like 82.
Not windy.
Yeah, it's nice.
It's gorgeous.
And there's no hundreds of thousands of caterpillars falling from the sky like there was 2 years ago here. Got a steak sandwich with some provolone cheese, Jimmy's garlic butter, crab seasoning, some strawberry jam, and some toast. Super good. I think Jimmy should put that on the menu. Go buy some of this. The link's in the description so I can take my wife on vacation a couple times a year.
I like the bluntness of that.
Second leg of the journey, 10 hours.
Yeah, 75 degrees in Big Pine. It's going to be like 80 when we get there. We're probably going to stop at Key Largo Fisheries.
And we going to Buc-ee's.
Oh, forgot about Buc-ee's.
I know what I'm doing in the bathroom. They got a nice bathroom there. That's what it's for. I mean, it's a necessary stop if you're going to Florida. You know what I mean? Buc-ee's. The holy mecca of every Florida man. We're here to partake in the sweet diesel fuel that Buc-ee's has to offer for us. Plus,
And the worst nightmare of every overstimulated second-day traveler.
yeah, there's a lot going on at Buc-ee's, I will admit it. But I feel like it's just one of those things where you have to go and embrace the golden beaver. It's pretty horrible. I like it. Where they got shopping carts, imagine going to the gas station and getting a shopping cart.
It's not just a gas station. Just list something that you can possibly think of. You can probably find it at Buc-ee's.
Not only could you find it, but you could find it branded by a cartoon beaver.
If it's legal in Florida, Buc-ee's has it.
Even if it's not legal in Florida, Buc-ee's may have it. Right now, I would like a parking spot with
At the diesel pump.
with the golden beaver embossed on it.
Yes.
I never know at Buc-ee's, like if you're here getting fuel, is it cool to just like pull your truck out of the way at the pump and go inside?
Everybody thinks so. Everybody does.
Yeah, I know. It just feels so wrong because there's, like, I hate blocking the diesel pump especially, but also there's nowhere else to park.
I'm trying to decide if I should wash my face in that.
That good Floridian golden beaver water. Filling her up. Check the boat. We got some mud on her. Ah, yes, the bearings are not even boiling. Lindsay, are you ready to embrace the greatness that is? I don't think you are. You don't look ready. Is anybody ever really ready? Apparently we're very popular in Buc-ee's. We have many fans. I think that tells me quite a lot about my demographic.
Your type of content.
Hey, I'm at Buc-ee's, so are they. What do you think that's for? You think that's just like, you think they put kids in there and it's like an exhibition?
I wish they had like the actual
And
Buc-ee
a beaver. Yeah. Need it. They got everything and it's shockingly cheap. Oh, that is a violated Buc-ee's chicken there. A chicken stuffed with shrimp and sausage and crawfish for $18. Seems like a crime against chickens, but I bet it's good. Oh, yes. I think it's time, Lindsay. Look at that.
We've been over this.
That's all right. She doesn't have to stoop to that level because I already did. Let's get out of here. This place is
You start to suffocate after a while. It's like
too much. We did it again. We do it every time we go to Florida. We go to Buc-ee's. And we always claim it's going to be our last time, but...
we don't. You look forward to this every year.
You're right. It's like eating gummy bears for breakfast. You don't want to do it all the time, but you know what? It's fun every once in a while.
Do you do that?
No. What do we got? 5 hours to go? 4 hours?
Yeah,
4
about
hours?
5 hours. Probably about like 2.5 until we hit the Keys.
Look, we got the ribeye of the sky hanging out. Sandhill Crane. We are officially 2 miles from the Keys.
Oh, baby, we're home. Look, it's the home of all the boobies.
Oh, yeah.
This bar makes it.
We are here, technically. Now we just have 2 more hours to go to get to Big Pine. I think we're going to stop and get some dinner first, though.
Yeah, you're at the end. You just want it to be over.
We're so close. We made it. We got our
Arrived.
crab claws. We're gonna start the week out down here on Big Pine and try to see all the backcountry, and then we are actually staying on that island right there, and then we'll be staying in Islamorada for the last few days. Something eventful always seems to happen. Meet some cool people, do some cool stuff, and hopefully fish. Look how little, that looks like the deer CJ shoots.
Luke is being way braver than I've ever been in my whole life right now, because this water's full of sharks. I mean, like lemon sharks. I don't think they're dangerous at all, but like, that's still... Oh my gosh. Look at that! Wow.
That's a big one.
That is a big one.
That's a big snapper. Ha ha! I got him.
You speared that.
That's awesome. Check this spot out. No Name Pub, right? Pretty cool. It's also like the only place on
Big Pine.
yeah, on Big Pine where we're staying. So
The pizza, 10 out of 10. Very good.
Very, very good.
Pretty neat.
Cool spot. Looks like the bar's at home. You wanna? Looks like a local joint.
Yeah.
I like it. We're gonna hang our dollar. Let me know if you see it at No Name Pub in Big Pine Key.
Yep.
I think this is a baby spiny lobster. I just caught it with the minnow net. I thought it was a shrimp. Let me know if you know what that is. Caught some yellowtails today. Not gonna lie, loving the new boat. Very happy with the purchase. Great boat for down here. And it's rated to hit a sandbar at doing about 35 miles an hour. This is the life. So today is the first day that we've had nice weather, meaning like the wind isn't blowing 40 miles an hour. We're gonna try to pull off something that we've been talking about doing. We'll see if we can do it. So we're in Big Pine. We'd like to go up into the Gulf side, west. Really, people are gonna think south, but it's really west. And then head down, fish some backcountry stuff, go see a couple things. Tarpon Belly, apparently there's a shrimp farm on there, and some other cool spots, Marvin Key. Then hopefully get to Key West, and then hopefully take the ocean side back home, be able to fish some kind of pelagic fish on the way home, and then back up to Big Pine. So we're in for a long day. We'll see if we can make it happen, but I'm excited. Look, I don't want to just go rot in a bar somewhere. I can do that at home. We like to go get lost, you know, go explore. Sometimes sit on a sandbar for 6 hours till the tide comes in. If I see a spot I want to try, I'll stop, you know, no schedule, no whatever, some fly fishing. Maybe we'll catch a bonefish later. I'm ready. Some guys stone crabbing, that's pretty cool. Something I've never done. Well, we've made it to Key West, all the way from Big Pine, so I don't know how many miles we've done, but it's quite a few. We went all the way around. We went into the backcountry. I fished a bunch of the backcountry, did some spear fishing, and whatever else, caught some bait with the cast net, and then came down to Key West, check around. I'll be honest, I'm not a huge Key West guy. I've not been here a lot of times, so I haven't really given it a fair shot. I kind of like to go where people aren't, and Key West is like full of people, and anywhere cruise ships go, there's a lot of people. I love fishing, so, and Lindsay loves laying in the sun. Spend a lot of time just on the boat, or I just spend a lot of time like on X, searching around looking for like satellite images of islands I want to hit, mangroves and different banks and spots I want to fish, and then we just go out and I'm just exploring the whole time. I think I could spend 10 years down here and still not see everything. Right now we're gonna go in here, try to find some fuel, and bop around the other side and come up the ocean side on my way home. Hopefully do a little trolling, maybe try to catch a pelagic fish, or do some yellowtailing or something. Coast Guard station over there. What do you think, Lindsay?
Pretty cool.
Hopefully there's a fuel dock. Luckily, the guy at the fuel dock recognized me, let us tie up the boat.
Shout out Dylan.
Shout out Dylan. And we're gonna go try to find something to eat real quick, hop on the boat and start headed back. Hopefully get some fishing in before it's too late. Not bad. Cool little pit stop. Good frozen drink, decent views. Key West. Get to the crabbing grounds quick on that. Wow, sweet. Look at that. Guy at the marina give us some stone crab claws. That's awesome. And a souvenir bucket. It's funny because I always get 5-gallon buckets as souvenirs anywhere we go. And sometimes the 5-gallon bucket finds you. We're fueled up. We got stone crab claws. We got food in our bellies. We're gonna go catch a big tuna on the way home. Actually, any tuna. I don't care what it is. I'll catch anything. We're making stone crab claws. These are the claws before they're cooked. I just Googled it. Well, actually, I asked Miss Val. You just boil a pot of water, dump them in there, 10 minutes, and soak them in ice water for like 20 minutes. Thanks to the guy at the marina for not only giving us a boat slip, but also giving us stone crab claws. He's a real MVP. Here's his Conch Harbor Marina. Got some mustard sauce that I commandeered from a restaurant that we were eating at. Doesn't get any better than this. Check this out. There's that. Oh. Jeez, you need freaking tools, hammers to get into these things. That's an industrial grade crab right there. I'm telling you, blue crabs ain't built like all that. I would not bet against one of these in a crab fight. I'd have my money on a stone crab in a crab fight. Blue crab could have it with speed, with the stone crab. That ain't no joke. That's a unit of a claw right there. Look at these deer. They're so small. It's insane. Oh my gosh, look. It's like a full-grown key deer. It's adorable. It's like the size of a sika deer, but it's a whitetail. Look at this setup. They got a school bus full of shrimp tanks. You come buy your bait shrimp off a school bus. That's pretty awesome. So today's an exciting day. It's the first day we've had where there's very, very, very little wind. We're gonna attempt to go in the ocean. I'm hoping to catch any kind of pelagic fish, really. If I caught a football-sized blackfin tuna, it would make my trip. Only if it's calm enough. It seems to be. We're gonna see when we get out there. I'm excited. Lindsay doesn't love the ocean as much as I do.
I want you to catch a fish. Well, I want to eat some tuna, so I guess we have to go out there.
Load it up. Got the rods. Well, turns out not near as calm as it was supposed to be. And I don't know that I can make that super long run out there, unfortunately. We're gonna play around, see what we can do. Garmin, if you're seeing this, help me out. You guys help me out on the Desperado. This hummingbird thing, I'm not about it, bro. It is all over. It's been tweaking out all day. I caught a lobster. Oh, about drowned me. I did finally catch a spiny lobster. I had to fill my pockets full of fishing sinkers from the flea market because I had a hard time getting down there, but I did finally catch a legal size lobster. It only took me all day. So we're out here trolling for tuna, probably 12, 15 miles offshore. Bro was out here in a pontoon boat doing the same thing. Kind of baller, honestly. It's awesome. Got lobster, a little bit of that Old Bay, Jimmy's garlic butter, a little bit of crab seasoning. Oh yeah, salt and pepper. Check this out. I'm getting the most bang for my buck. I'm gonna cook the whole thing just to see what happens, because I only caught one and it's not that big. It's like just over the legal limit. Almost died for this lobster. I put a bunch of sinkers in my pocket so I could get down deep enough to catch him, because I'm not good at snorkeling. Got him though. We're gonna eat good. We got stone crab claws. I got a little bit of snapper in the fridge. Lindsay's gonna make some pasta. Some lobster. It's delicious, spoiler alert. We gotta catch more of these things. Oh. They're hard to catch, but they're really good.
Very, very good.
All right, it is 3:25 right now. We found, I guess, really good spot to fish yesterday where I broke off what I think was a big amberjack, and we were really trying to catch some tuna. They were
desperate for some tuna. There were blackfin, tiny little blackfin, like the size of footballs, just jumping out of the water right next to the boat. It was so cool. You could see like all the details on them. They were so close. Really racing to try to get back out there this evening. The bite has not been until like 5 to 7 p.m. Also, it's been blowing today. It's been very, very, very windy. So it is supposed to drop out to like 2-3 miles an hour around 5 o'clock. We're gonna give it a go. I have a couple goals, fishing related goals for this trip. One is to catch a pelagic fish. I don't really care what. Tuna, amberjack, whatever. Another one is to catch a tarpon. I have not managed to catch a tarpon all the years I've been down here. I'd love to catch a tarpon on the fly. I've been trying. I've been fly fishing my freaking butt off. I've been fishing my butt off. I've caught lots of snappers and lots of other stuff already. Spearfished, caught some lobsters. I just want to catch a tuna so bad. I've caught giant bluefins in North Carolina, like the 500-pound bluefins. But if I caught a football-sized blackfin on my own boat by myself, I'd be like 5 times more happy. Well, if you want to know how it went, we caught 0 fish. You lose it?
I bought 6 very expensive vertical jigs, hooked 6 fish, lost all 6 fish. Some of them, the knots broke. Other ones, the line parted. Other ones, they wrapped me off in the wreck. I lost like about $200 worth of jigs. And then the bilge pump stopped working, and there is an alarming amount of water in the boat. So we had to run in from offshore very quickly. My fuel gauge is not working anymore. The bilge pump's not working, and there's quite a bit of water in the boat. Also, we trolled for tuna and wrapped all the lures up into a big wad, so it's tomorrow's project, I guess. And now I'm gonna go bail my boat with a goggle container and hope it doesn't sink overnight, because I cannot get a bilge pump anywhere tonight. I looked all over the place. I don't know, I guess tomorrow we're putting a bilge pump in the boat. We couldn't catch any fish of our own, so we had to go get some tuna for Lindsay. I knew things were going suspiciously well this trip. The bilge pump died. Nervous coming home. We were very far offshore. Fish 5, Luke 0. Got back, plugged in the extension cord, not knowing that the breaker was tripped, and I came out this morning and my battery was dead and all my bait died. I've been running around all morning trying to find parts. I did find a bilge pump. It's basically the Yamabeshi of Rule bilge pumps, but it does actually fit in the Rule housing. But I don't have any tools, so I'm gonna try to perform surgery on this thing with some electrical tape, a fillet knife, and some zip ties. Already cut myself with the fillet knife. Look at that. Beautiful. Fixed. Oh, nice. We got leader. We got color. What is it? What is it? Oh my God. Don't tell me it's a giant Jack Crevalle.
And it looks like a giant Jack
Oh,
Crevalle.
it's not.
What is it?
I don't know. I think that's an amberjack, actually.
Really?
Yes! Finally!
Awesome. Look at that.
Finally. That's the life right there, man. And I love this boat. It feels like mine. I've been stuck on it, stranded on a sandbar. I've taken it way too far offshore. I've caught fish, I've lost fish. It's a great boat. Feels like mine now, especially every time I gotta put fuel in it. This is better. Looks way better with the lights. Sick blue LEDs from Amazon, baby. Got those underwater lights. Check it out. Some homemade sushi. Made a mess with some snapper I caught, seaweed stuff, local shrimps, some sashimi. How you liking sushi dinner?
Oh my gosh.
It's like all you can eat buffet.
I know, right?
Well, we're once again here in my favorite spot in the Keys, stuck on a sandbar for 6 hours until the tide comes back in. I did this last year too. Didn't tell anybody about it, but this year it's just part of the journey, I guess. Tried to go out on the same track I came in and thought I had plenty of water, but apparently not. It's almost 7 o'clock and high tide's not till midnight, so could be a while.
Trying very hard to stay positive.
Yeah.
I guess the positive part is that we have a grill and fish.
Yeah. I did put our hurting on the snapper today.
I guess I do have a bone or two.
Some giants. Well, it makes me feel slightly better. I can see there's a giant prop tag and hole where I know for a fact somebody else has done the exact same thing right where I am. But it doesn't make it kind of suck any less. Luckily, I did bring the grill. We got a shameless plug of seasoning and fish. So I guess this is turning into a catch, cook, clean.
Yep.
Yep, high and dry. That's not good. Well, it's 10 p.m. There is zero water. I mean, no water as far as you can see. It said high tide was at 11, but now it's changed.
It's changed.
Yeah.
For what?
3:30 a.m. I wish I was kidding. It's on the bright side. There can't be any less water than there is right now. All right, update. It's almost 11. We've been here since 6:45. We are just now starting to get water back. I stuck the net in the ground. Probably have 5 inches of water. Finally, 11:56. We are moving. All the batteries died basically, except for the starting motor. So, charging her back up again. Trolling motor, ring dinging, we're moving. Well, it is 1:07 a.m. and we made it back. I don't even know what I look like, but I'm sure it's a crazy person. That was terrifying, honestly. That was a very long run. It was an hour run home. I was all the way the other side of the Keys, had to go all the way out to the Gulf, all the way east, and all the way back down into Big Pine. That's a scary run in the daylight. Well, we are leaving Big Pine Key right now. We have all our stuff packed up from the house. We got a lot of crap because we've been there for a week. We are headed to our second destination, which is actually an island. I think it's Molasses Key. It's like off of the 7 Mile Bridge, but we rented like a houseboat that's on the island that comes, like, you're the only one there. It's kind of neat. Getting to the island's like not that easy because obviously you have to have your own boat. So we got to load up the boat. I'm going to run the boat around with all of our stuff. And then Lindsay is going to take the truck and the trailer and drive it to our friend's house. I'll pick her up there and the rest of the stuff. And then we will go meet the guy that apparently owns the houseboat and the island. His name, I think, is Frank. Look at all this stuff. This is what happens when you stay for a week and mostly eat here. One of the things Lindsay and I love to do when we go on adventures or vacation is like try different kinds of food and stuff. But down here in Big Pine Key, you're pretty remote. Like there's not a whole lot of options. Went to a really good breakfast spot. Went to the Square Grouper, which is really good, which is right down the road. And like Cudjoe Key, like 20 minutes away. And there's a little bar called No Name Pub, which was really good. Reminded me of the bars at home, which I think is probably the point. Other than that, we've just been pretty much eating whatever I've been catching every day. Some days we've gone a little hungrier than others. One of the things I love about this Airbnb though, this place, dude, it's got this, Airbnb's over there, and it's got this big garage, and I can put all my fishing rods in here every day. After I spray them down with the hose, you can just like hang them in here so nobody gets to them. It's got a little workbench. I was fixing some fishing reels. It's got a little place to tie up the boat. It's got a little station with water and power and a light. It's really nice. But riddle me this. I don't know if you guys noticed this around the Keys. A lot of the houses down here in Big Pine have boat ramps in their yards, which is cool. But I've also noticed that like most of the boat ramps, you can't launch a boat. Like, it's a straight 4-foot drop off. You can't launch a boat here, even on a high tide. There's not even barely enough water to launch a John boat. So if anybody has any explanation, let me know. I'm very curious because like I thought I could launch the boat here, said it had a boat ramp, and I'm like, there's no way you can launch a boat. But I've also gone past a bunch of other boat ramps in people's yards, and almost all of them drop right off after a couple feet. There she is, baby. Lindsay and I are going to stay on an island on a houseboat in the middle of the Florida Keys.
We don't really plant non-native stuff, but it's a key line with fire and lemon.
Oh, nice.
We had another one too last year, but those two storm things, the water level up so high that it killed my ponds.
Oh, jeez.
The big area for hermit crabs too.
Hermit Crab Highway.
Yeah, but they're not out. See, yesterday I took a banana here. I don't know, about 100 of them right here. You can see some of them back there if you look.
Oh, there's like a whole ton of them right there.
Whoa. Yeah, you really do gotta watch where you step.
All the shells have residents.
Yeah. Do you see a lot of iguanas?
There's not a lot. There's maybe, I know of 3 for sure.
Okay.
But there might be another one I just saw recently, you know.
We took the paddle boards over to the other island, and we were
good.
hanging out. We came back, and there was an iguana sitting on my paddle board.
Really?
Yeah, a big
Massive
iguana.
one,
Big
yeah.
giant
Oh,
iguana.
but they swim good, so
Yeah. This little boat is so cool.
it is really
It is it's such a strange boat too, isn't it? Because it's got like almost a little makeshift cabin up front with windows, but obviously you're not really gonna go up there.
just, I guess
It's a tiller for just a rudder, but it's got this little platform off the back. That was Frank, the guy that owns the island. Super cool guy, super nice guy. Come stay on the place, man. Just leave enough time open for Lindsay and I to come back. Definitely the coolest Airbnb I've ever been in.
100%.
And like, you don't need to go in, like if you're coming here, don't stay here with the idea that you're gonna go to land and do stuff. Come here with the idea that you are staying on an island.
The island
Like,
is the experience.
Exactly.
There's kayaks, paddle boards. There's so much to see around here. You don't need to go anywhere.
yeah, you know, Frank is not a shuttle service if you don't have your own boat to like bring you back and forth. Like, you don't need it though. You come here, you got everything you need. You have a self-sufficient houseboat and an entire private island to play on. I mean, you don't need anything else. It's amazing. He didn't pay me to be here or anything. We didn't even know each other. I just found it, thought it'd be cool, but this place is super sick. Well, the wind is picking up. We got to get back into Marathon and hit our next spot. But we are leaving the island on the windiest day we've had so far. Lindsay's ready.
I'm secure.
I'm about to get soaked. All right, that's good right there. Well, the boat looks pretty good. I haven't had it out of the water since I hit the sandbar at an alarming rate of speed, but it seems to have knocked off the barnacles. And look at that, it even sandblasted. That's smoother than a baby's bum right there. I think I just saved some money by hitting that sandbar, honestly. To our next spot. Nick and Riley just showed up. We are going to get something to eat. Lindsay and I have not eaten yet today, and it's like 3 o'clock. Woke up on an island, so we've been a little busy. I got good friends though, because they came into town and they said, hey, you guys go get something to eat. We'll go to the liquor store and we'll fix the boat. So they're gonna go get some hardware, hopefully have it fixed. That or they're just gonna take my boat to the bar, which I don't really care. All right, so this may be the first intelligent thing I've done this entire trip. We're going charter fishing with a guy that's actually from my hometown, I'm pretty sure. I think his name's Brandon. Bean Sport Fishing. So he says he thinks he can get us to catch a tarpon. I said, buddy, I've spent 3 years not catching tarpon. He said, he thinks he can change that. And I don't have to lug them around all over the Keys complaining about not catching fish.
Fish fear us.
I don't ever complain about it. Okay.
Fish want us. Women fear us.
Fish.
Fish fear us.
Yeah.
Women fear us.
Heck yeah. That's awesome.
Get it.
I got it. There we go.
Doing great. Big smiles. Big smiles.
That's insane.
What do you got there? What do you got there?
Giant target.
Yeah,
it is.
Got it.
I got it. It looked good.
It's a dinosaur. Look at this thing. How crazy. Fish of a lifetime.
Yeah.
Get it back in.
So weird to touch.
Fish number 2.
Wow.
Nick's on him. Riley's on. Big tarpon, baby.
Real. Keep pointing.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, baby.
Got it.
He's on.
We're here at Bean Charters. How do you feel?
Damn.
We're gonna pull some stone crab traps, blowing like 35-mile-an-hour winds, about 2 7/8. I think that's just to measure the claw. It's very precise.
Is that what that's for?
I guess so.
I checked it against the ruler. It works.
We're using pig's feet for bait. Zip ties? Get it open.
Yeah, we got zip ties here.
Oh man, look at that thing.
I'm gonna reach right in there.
Yes.
Look at that. Sweet. Is it strong?
I mean, he ain't doing anything right now.
Dude,
It's alive.
that's impressive. Yeah, we're good.
We're good.
Yeah. Oh, that one's definitely. That's a big claw.
How do you?
Yeah, that thing. Look at that.
Does one claw taste better than the other?
You know, some people say pinchers. There you go.
What do you think about it?
So, I'm gonna show you I'm gonna cool trick right here. So, watch your thumb though. The pinchers hurt more. I don't know about one tasted better than the other, but I know which one hurts worse. Right there. There it goes. I'm just gonna put it back in there because it's so fast.
These crabs, just like any other crab, got 2 different claws. They got a crusher and a pincher claw. So this one's got finer teeth on it. This is kind of more for tearing the food. Think of it as like a serrated knife. And this one is more like a hammer. So it's just big. It's got teeth on it that are not near as sharp. And that's just for breaking stuff. Alright, so this is serious. We're putting a soda can in here. Bean claims they like soda cans, beer cans, whatever. They like the shiny metal, apparently.
Also, it distracts them, so there's multiple crabs in there. They'll grab onto that instead of grabbing onto each other. I'm gonna zip tie her up.
We'll have to try it. Can of catch, we'll try beer cans. Well, that was freaking awesome. We got 4 for 4 on tarpon. Captain Bean over here, Bean Sport Fishing, 10 out of 10, recommended, man. Cool dude, he's also used to live in Pasadena. We went to the same high school a couple years apart. So we got to do it for the Dina. We did it for the Dina, man. We did it for the Dina. We caught stone crabs. We caught 4 tarpon. Freaking awesome. Heck yeah. I've been trying to catch a tarpon for 3 years now. So I finally caught a tarpon. And not just a little tarpon, freaking giant tarpon. Like a 120-pound tarpon. So super sick, super awesome. Big shout out. Bean over here. Check him out. So we came here to Bud and Mary's to come check it out. It's pretty iconic in the Keys. It's a marina. It's been here a long time. And it's the man himself, Nick Stanzik, the guy, the swordfish guy at Bud and Mary's. So appreciate you showing us around, man.
Thanks for stopping by. Hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah, man. Check him out. He's got a YouTube channel. We'll link it or something in the In the description. You'll find it. If you want to, you'll find them. Heck yeah, pelicans fighting to the death over there. We're Robbie's. Gotta feed some tarpon.
Oh yeah.
Lindsay, didn't you do this and get bit by a tarpon?
I almost did. I screamed.
Like that. Holy crap. I didn't even see that one. We've decided, after talking to and consulting a guy at the bar, we're gonna go catch a shark tonight. Caught one last year. I think that we can catch one this year. We're gonna go pick up some bonita and go hit up the bait shop.
If you caught one by accident last year, it basically 100% guarantees that you will not catch one on purpose this year. I'm hopeful though.
Lindsay, we're catching us a shark. I hope it's a big bull shark. There's still a fish on there. Oh my God, it's a shark. It's a very large nurse shark.
What's up, buddy?
Oh, I'm so close.
Yeah.
What do we do if we catch an actual shark?
There you go. Good job, buddy. That was a very safe.
Oh my God.
Hook is fine.
Been my D-hooker.
You guys.
I bought it at the Essex flea market for $2. It's a piece of junk.
You overpaid.
I overpaid. He wanted $7. Well, it's our last day. I'm going to put the boat on the trailer. We're headed back north. This is where last year's video was supposed to end, but this was right when it got exciting because the moment I put the boat on the trailer was the moment the trailer fell into pieces. There's a good chance this video will continue. We'll see. Met these guys at the bar the other night, and they said that they are commercial longline shark fishermen. And I said, that is super sick. So their boat is tied up right down here. I just want to go check out their rig real quick and kind of see that, because I think it's neat. Here we are. Look at all these lobster pots. So this is the shark fishing boat. They long line them. This is 1,500 pound mono. It's crazy, crazy thick. So basically, like what I do crabbing, they shoot this away. They put a weight every quarter mile, which I don't do crabbing. And then they use snap gear with these big hooks. These are like 14-aught circle hooks. And they actually use all kinds of different stuff for bait. But leader, 700 pound mono there. They put 300 hooks on, I think he said 12 or 18 mile line. And then they haul them up from there, bring the sharks in the door, clean them, fill them full of these brine holds. Pretty cool. Definitely something I'd like to see one of these days. Dude, so sick. Give us a set of jaws. See you later, guys. Thanks.
Yeah, nice meeting you guys.
So cool. He said this was probably like an 8-foot bull shark. I'm gonna stay in touch with these guys. Pat's the guy that gave me the shark's teeth. Super cool dudes. They said I'd come down and go shark fishing with them, which would be so sick. I just want to see the commercial like operation of catching sharks. And I know that catching sharks is kind of controversial and whatever, but they have a no observer with them like every other trip, and they use the sharks that they're commercially catching for a lot of research purposes, just so, you know, I mean, it would look bad if Noah went out and killed 300 sharks a day too, for research purposes. So at least they can kill them, Noah gets what they need, the data, and then the fishermen get to sell the shark. A lot of the reason people don't like shark fishing is because way back in the day, they used to just fin the sharks. So they would catch them, just cut the fin off and dump the rest of the shark over, which is pretty wasteful. But now, they're not allowed to fin them. Every part of the shark gets used, he said. So they cut the teeth out and then mount the jaws, and they sell the jaws. And then the rest of the shark gets sold to market, and they said they use everything from the meat to the fins to the skin, even like overseas. Most of them get sold to the Asian market. Sharks are kind of like anything else, you know, as long as you're harvesting them responsibly and sustainably, I don't really feel like there's a reason you can or shouldn't. They are apex predators, and there is a ton of them out there. Fishing down here in Florida, you can't barely get a fish in the boat fishing in over 200 foot of water without a shark eating it in half. So there is plenty of sharks, and not a ton of guys commercially fishing them proportionate to the amount of sharks. One more thing that we're gonna check out on our way out. So while we were down here in Florida, the Everglades caught on fire. There was a massive brush fire, I guess.
It was like 2 days after we got down here. They shut down Highway 1 for, I mean, huge portions of time because the fires were...
It was a couple of days you couldn't get on or off.
Yeah.
So I'll be curious to see what that looks like, because we're going to drive right over the bridge over the Everglades that caught on fire. Pretty crazy though, because we were literally sitting there in traffic for like an hour and a half trying to get into Key Largo and staring at the Everglades, obviously. And now apparently it's all burned up. So I guess we'll see. Side, I guess didn't catch on fire, but that one, that's pretty great.
Yeah, it looks like a cornfield, honestly. Like it looks like a field in the middle of winter. I don't know.
We made it home. It was a long trip home. So we're back from Florida and back to work here at the crab stand. Don't forget that every single month we are choosing one random subscriber, old or new, to receive a box of Jimmy Seafood, crab cakes, soup, potato chips, all my stuff that you guys will get shipped in the mail. We're trying to hit 1 million subscribers this year. All you gotta do is subscribe and drop a comment. We're gonna be choosing a subscriber out of the comment section. So that's important. Subscribe, share with a friend, turn on your notifications, drop a comment. We'll be choosing another lucky person to receive all of these awesome crab cakes and stuff like that. And don't forget that at 1 million subscribers, we're gonna give away a brand new boat. Appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you next Friday at 8 a.m.